Hey guys, and welcome back to the Trihard workshop. We're all bursting to play our first game of 2.0 on the board, but first, it needs to be finished. Before we dive in, a massive thank you to everyone that's watched the series so far. We hope your own boards are looking just as good, if not better than ours. We're setting up a Discord with a link in the description, so show us your work, or just come talk terrain with us. This week, Hugh's building the 6th chamber with what might be its deadliest terrain feature yet, a silo of toxic waste. This is another piece with huge homebrew rules potential. You might get melted by the stuff, but if you're a loyal follower of Grandpa Nurgle, it may hold the keys to demonhood. You've probably picked up that we like to wax lyrical about terrain and crafting here at Trihard. We like to look at the meta angle of a terrain build, how concepts like greebling, understanding the dynamics of your rule systems, or delving into the historical roots of certain art styles all come together to make a game board what it is. There's the card and the PVA, but there's also the supercomputer that is your brain. We're big fans of finding new and unique ways to leverage our imaginations when crafting, because terrain building is so much more than tinkering away in your shed at night. It's a whole creative process. The aesthetic, the look, and feel is always unique to you. Terrain building is awesome because it's pure imagination. Even when we're delving into the established IPs of Games Workshop or Tolkien, this battlefield right here, the one you've slaved over for weeks, that's yours. It came out of your mind and there's none other like it, which we think is pretty cool. It's something we try to foster on the channel, and that's why we did our minute texture videos and basic terrain skills. We're all about the basics. Simple techniques are the pile drivers that add strength to the foundations for building with your imagination. After that, it's just about playing the game with your friends. If this is your first time, consider giving us a sub, and we hope everyone enjoys. With that, let's bounce over to Q.
Yo, welcome back. Cheers, Andy. This is an old platform, a Mark 1 trial job cut up to make this U-shaped thing to go above this ooze drum. What are we going to call it? Slurry pit? I don't know. Play about where you want these things. Wanted to definitely do a pipe pouring in as if it was coming out of it and into it. Do a wee 45 degree here hanging over the edge. Here's this wee tin that I had. I want to try and line the level up with it. There's a wee base I'm playing about with, trying to get a feel for the height. Wanted it a bit higher so this wee lid just happened to fit in rightly. Bit of card here to bulk it out so you're not filling the whole thing like a false bottom. That firmly glued in place, and you can be messy with the glue here because we're going to go over the top of this. There's a way too hot glue gun. Found out the hard way here. Not like the smoke isn't a dead giveaway. Some of this cardstock bonding to help make this more look like some sort of tank to hold this, the ooze in it. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. The real ones, not the new ones. Just keep checking my positioning here for where I want to put this down. And then disaster there, you see, with the glue gun. Got all over the path. Can't really see it here, but once the black goes down, it's quite noticeable. There you can see how bad that glue came up on that now. Not to worry, we'll find a reasonable solution. Actually worked out well in the end. Here's this platform respread. As you can see, the wee pipe pours. Looks like it's going to pour right into it. Go for it. Blastoise it out. Pokemon reference.
Pokemon?
Pokemons is how people say it here. Some more of this. This is actually the last bits of that there Peppa Pig swing you've seen being used in multiple bits. Give it a bit more dimension. There you go, as if it's like the draw off. Nail polish. Yeah, not necessarily a cheap way, but it has its UV. Try and use as little as possible here to like spread it out and let it run naturally. Beat it around the sides. Those bits of glue was gluing that piece of card in actually give a nice effect. And once it worked that out in this, I thought that I'll put it on the floor here. Right, so the glue on the floor here, may as well do as if it's spilling out of the tank. You know, like there's a crack in it and it's escaping onto the floor. Actually turned out really well. You know, just followed where the worst bits of the glue were and just touched it up. Glue's all over the place, it looks melted because it is melted glue. Once you put this on, it just kind of all tied together. You'll see when it dries in, it looks rancid. Now line up this top platform. Once we get this connected, a few wee dabs of hot glue. Hold it in place. Right, I'm going to try and get the stuff to drip out of this. So we'll wet the inside of the pipe, use a wee piece of string and run the nail polish down the string. Actually it has a nice curve in it. It was a nightmare to get glued in place, but eventually it did. And then just keep coating it with the nail polish and then it glazes hard. Actually looks like it's pouring out. As you can see here, it's sticking to the brush and everything. Just get a good coat on it. Because I let the first one dry and the second one, I want to give a ripple in it, thicker viscosity. Bit of tampering here, trying to get it to sit in place. Spread it out so it didn't look like an obvious bump. Nail polish stinks. Open a door. Or a window. And then you can see here it's dried in. And it looks quite well. It's sticking up a wee bit, but I do fix that. Hopefully see it in the final shot. And it's UV too. Which it didn't say on the bottle. So it was as much a shock to us as it was to use. You can see it all over the place. It looks great. Chuff with how it came out on that string because it actually does look like it's pouring. And then this part too, you can see it actually looks like it's pouring and spilling out. It looks great. Really happy with how it came out. And that's the last one in this series. So if you've enjoyed it, give us a wee sub. Feel free to throw a comment down, a like. And until next time, good luck.
For
And there you go, look at that there. Like an old factory left to rack and ruin. An ooze processing plant. This is actually the prequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, some of the lighting you can really, it brings out the floor textures that look great then.
Cheers, Q, all the lads at the workshop. Appreciate the labour you've put into this Kill Team board. We'll be organising a few game nights over the coming weeks, and we're all super hyped to get our kill teams blasting away. As for you, we're wrapping up this series, but our channel Sculptor G is already hard at work producing our next video, which we'll have details on soon. So, sub up, join the Discord, and as always, try hard.
It looks like a karaoke light.
there you go. Karaoke time. Kill Team karaoke.
Kill Team karaoke. Santa the police. Oop.